We had a customer phone us once and said, I want to take the idle out of the jingle. What? Well, the thing is, you record Middleshire's Building Society with the Midshire's Building Society, so take the idle out. But you can't just do that, you have to re-record it. We were very early into the ID game, and what we used to do, because we were real gentlemen, was if a commercial station had a jingle package running with us, and the BBC station in the same town asked us, you know, can I make a jingle package? Can you do a jingle package for us? We'd ask the commercial station. We'd say, is it okay if we do it? And sometimes they say yes. On one occasion, they said, no, under no circumstances. You're our jingle company. No making a... Okay, fine, no problem. So we told the BBC, forget it. 3 months later, they dumped us and went somewhere else. Another customer who told me he wanted no overt backbeat. We didn't know what he meant. And another one who sort of, you know, insisted on playing me the cathedral bells and showing me a map of the area so that I could get inspiration about what they wanted in the jingle package. Another possible client, another station I went to visit, I remember talking for 20 minutes and the guy said nothing. Nothing. He didn't even say hello when I came into the door. So I came out and said, oh my God, I'm in the wrong job. I don't want to do this anymore. Jilly, who works for us and has worked for us for a long time, she's lovely, but she types, in those days she typed everything very badly. And I asked, not everything, but occasionally she would do it. She's a lovely girl, but occasionally those little typos came through. And we had one where I'd written to Jackie Dixon, because Jackie Dixon, the lead singer of Pam's, had just come and sang in Alpha's Sound, and I wrote to say, thank you, it was such a pleasure to work with somebody who played such a big part in the history of jingles. And Jilly wrote, it was lovely to work with somebody who played such a bit part in the history of jingles. We had another one as well. Alan heard this girl sing in Granada, and he said, we really must use this girl, she's really good. So I said, okay, we'll use her. We used her for some demos for Radio Manchester. Radio Manchester then decided they want the package, and I phoned her up and I said, hey, you know, they like the package. You know, can you come 2 weeks' time and do the... Oh, I don't know about that. I've just signed a contract, and I'm hoping to be #1 soon. I said, what? So after a lot of persuasion, you know, I managed to get her to come and sing on this jingle package. And I said to Alan, I don't believe it. I need this girl. She's come on a contract and she's going to be #1. I said, you know, I think she's going to be blooming #1 in America. Absolutely ridiculous. Well, three months later, I'm sitting at Jam and I open Radio and Records, and there's Lisa Stansfield at #1 in America. Right. Right. Okay. This is the one where the ladies have to put their hands in their ears. We had one person in the vocal group who would tell the same stories over and over again, and they'll be provoked into saying the same thing. And we knew, and the other boy singers would provoke him. They would actually say things which they knew would lead to this particular thing. And I was in the studio one day, and they started talking about poetry, and I thought, I know what you're up to. I know what you're up to. Poetry, keep looking at. And suddenly he said, oh, poetry. There was a young man from Australia who painted his arse as a dahlia. Tuppence a smell went very well, but threepence a lick was a failure. And in the group, we had a girl who did religious songs and went out, and she was a lovely singer, but she was very, very religious. And we were thinking, oh my God. There were just so many memories around that place. We had one singer turned up for an Asian station to sing the Asian words, and then we discovered he could only sing when he placed his squeeze box. He couldn't sing without playing his squeeze box. So, you know, we had to kind of, you know, try and muffle his squeeze box while he played his squeeze box to sing. We had one client that we phoned up, we were actually doing a package, and this guy's name came up, Davies. We said, is it Davis or Davies? And the guy said, program controller said, I don't know, actually, we're just taking him on. let's phone him. So we phoned him and said, we're just about to see your name. Is it Davies or Davis? He said, I've never thought of that before. You better sing it both ways. We had a French station came over called Metropolis that worked for us, every time the singers sang, they were all really fast jingles. They would say, the guy would leap up and he'd say, no, mais, trop, police. And so the track would start and he'd go, Metropolis. How can you go, mais, trop, police? Talking about foreign clients, we went to Sweden. We were did quite a few packages in Sweden. This is some of the stuff. CD 17.
17.
We took over Ian and Steve to sing with these people. Strange, the phonetics are very different over there. They can tell the difference. They'll say to you, oh no, it's not le, it's le. You say, what? I can't hear that. They sound the same to me. As you probably know, in Sweden, beer is very expensive. And the first time we went over, I bought a round, and we're talking like, 15 years ago, and it was £26. So, and these are just like little, a half, a glass of wine. So the next time I thought, I'm going to take my own beer over there. So I packed my case with beer, and they put it in the unpressurised hold of the aircraft. And when I got it off the it was dripping. And it cost me a fortune to get all my clothes dry cleaned. So I didn't win on that one. We had a girl singer there. Who had, we were singing, as you heard, with quite a lot of vibrato, and the Swedish girl singers turned around and said, do you want me to sing this with a vibrator? No answer. We have a little DVD. If any of you have not seen Alpha Sound, this is track number 2, I think, on the DVD thing. We made a little promotional thing for Alpha Sound a few years before it finally disappeared. So if any of you have never seen it, you look at all the amazing reel-to-reel tapes and how they've gone. They're all in this. And this is
Alpha Sound.
This is the drill that drilled the hole that held the plug that took the screw that held the frame that double glazed the house that Jack built, with a little help from the TSB.
And this is St Martin Studios, home of Alpha Sound, Europe's premier radio ID jingle company and commercial producer. For over 15 years, Alpha Sound has dedicated itself to creative and technical excellence, producing more commercials and jingles than anyone else in the UK. At Alpha Sound, we've achieved our reputation through our ability to meet each and every one of our clients' needs, efficiently and thoughtfully. The Alpha Sound team work together to give your clients powerful, creative ideas that excite clients and listeners. Yeah. If it's a jingle you require, nobody in the UK has more jingles on air than Alpha Sound.
Yeah, listen on.
When it comes to finding the right voice for your commercial, Alpha Sound has a huge selection of voicing talent through its doors every day.